Hello, my name is Dan Kelly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use tmux. It stands for Terminal Multiplexer, and it's spelled tmux. It's a command line thing. It's not a graphical thing. It's a command line thing which you can get for Linux and Macintosh, any Unix type computer. And a lot of people who use Unix want to work in the command line as opposed to doing things graphically. I'm on my home machine, and this is what you see as a terminal on my home machine. And on my work machine, I'm running some numerical simulations that take quite a long time to run. And I like to be able to go in and see how they're doing. And so tmux is ideal for that sort of thing. So I have a little command called sshT, and I'm going to use this in a second in order to connect to my work machine. But first I want to show you what sshT is. Not sure why I'm typing that. Okay, if I could type correctly. The first three lines show you what it is. So again, if you're a Unix person, you'll be able to see what this is immediately. It's a command which tries to do a tmux SSH. So it tries to see if I can attach. A means attach. Tmux A means attach. If I can attach to an existing session, and if not, I'll make a new session, and if not, I'll just open the Z shell. That's the shell that I like to use. All right, so I got that from somewhere on the web. Now I'm going to connect to my work machine. And I'm on my work machine in tmux. The green line is the tmux status line. On the bottom is the name of the machine. For some reason, the CA at the end is cut off. Not sure why. And over on the left, it says square bracket 0. That's the name of the session that I'm in. I just didn't name it. Normally, when you get used to this, you'll probably have several sessions running, one for each project. I mean, I'm a prof, so I'd have one for probably each of the courses that I'm teaching, and one for each research project, and so forth. Now in this one, in this session named 0, I have 3 terminals running, modulator tmux terminals running. One called 0, one called 1, and one called 3. There's a 2, but I deleted it. So I'm in the one with the star beside it, running the command top, and that's why that terminal has the name top. And you can see that R is running, and this tells me that I run my model on R, and it tells me that my model's running. But I wonder how well it's doing, or how far along it is, and are there any problems? So I have my model putting out a lot of debugging output, and that's in terminal. I happen to know that's in terminal 0. You can give these names, obviously. But now to get to terminal 0, I'm typing Control B, that's Bertha, Control B, and then 0. Now I'm in terminal 0, and these are some lines from the output, and they look okay to me. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm looking over on the right-hand side and seeing if they seem to be increasing smoothly. I'm calculating a simulation for a bunch of different conditions. You may be able to see that it just speeded up, so I just happen to have got into a condition where the model runs quickly. This thing where the model is sometimes quick and sometimes slow is because it's trying to get accuracy of events which are hard to predict. For that reason, it's hard for me to know how long the model takes to run. And that's why I need to check in on it once in a while. So now I'm going to type Control B C, Control B C, and that creates a new terminal. So I'm in this new terminal, and you see now that there's a terminal called 2. I can do whatever I would like to do in that terminal. If I want to kill that, I do Control B ampersand, and it asks me if I want to kill it, and I'll say yes. So now I'm back. Terminal 2 is killed again. Well, I've determined what I wanted, which is that the model's running and that the output seems to be smooth. You know, my conditions seem to be set up well. And so I'm going to do Control B D for detach, and I'm now disconnected. I've disconnected from the tmux. It's still running. All those jobs are still running on my work machine. And I can reconnect to them anytime I want just by doing this. On a machine, you can type tmux ls, that's an abbreviation for list or list sessions or something. And you can see that I have a session here which is called whale. And it has 3 windows. So the one at work was called 0 because I hadn't named it. It also had 3 windows. And I can hook up to this key to this one as well. A dash. So, I think it's T maybe. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I've just connected up to the one that's here at home. And let's see, the middle one is running Vim, so that's Control B1. Oh, sorry. Didn't type very well. So you can see that I've got an editor window typically open here, and I have two Z shells open. I'll detach from that, Control B, D to detach from that, and I could reattach. I can kill the window that you're seeing this in. I could log out on this machine. It would still keep running. I could reattach it later. Incredibly convenient. So this was about tmux. I recommend it. There are lots of resources for it online. I may as well say that I just did a typo a minute ago, and I said I was typing Control B and it didn't work. That's because on my home machine, I have it set up that instead of typing Control B, I type Control space, because Control B is used in the text editor that I like. And today's Labor Day, and when I go back into my work machine tomorrow, I'm going to have that set up as well with the same default conditions. So it's very, very configurable is tmux. I think you probably would be best off sticking with the defaults for a little while, but I think most people probably change the prefix command depending on their workflow. Maybe you have a workflow in which you've made Control space do something else. Some people use that for Spotlight on a Macintosh, and if that's the case, you might try Control A. That's another common case. I hope this was helpful. It wasn't really a tutorial. Maybe the whole point is that you can just see that there's someone who might do work similar to yours who finds that tmux is pretty useful. It's the main point. Thanks for watching, and take care.